Hi, we're White Clouds and Gunfire. I'm Evie.
I'm Rob.
I'm Orion.
I'm Alex.
I'm Lewis.
Back in September you had your debut album come out, For All the Non-Believers. Can you tell me about that?
It's amazing.
That's it.
Buy it. You should definitely buy it.
No, that's not amazing. Yeah.
No, full song.
How long did it take to record?
It was about a year, wasn't it? Like the whole writing process and things. We started writing, and then we had a big break from the first 3, and then we had a bit of a break, and then went back in the studio with Rob and finished it off. So yeah, it was about a year from the whole making of it, from the writing stage to actually getting the whole thing finished. But I think studio time was probably actually only about 2 or 3 weeks.
How do you go about writing? You sort of, obviously you do it in the studio. Like, how do you get ideas for certain things?
Well, we kind of just hash ideas out like individually. Like the boys will usually, Woods kind of wrote a lot of our first album, All the Non-Believers, and he just come up with a riff idea and we take it to practice and then just jam it out and see what ideas kind of came from it, and then I just put melodies and vocals over the top. So it's all ready to go before we go into the studio, ideally.
Nice. Do you have any, like, who are your main influences and things?
How much time do you have?
As long as you need.
So I think we're all quite different, aren't we, with our influences. So I like quite a lot of American pop punk. That's mine. Do you want to?
Yeah, okay, I'll go next.
It's sort of like a lot of different ways to me.
I like a lot of rock, metal, and blues.
Inspiring. I listen to quite a lot of different music. I guess though, where I get my own influences from on being like a girl as a lead singer in a band, in an alternative music band.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Hailstorm because I'm absolutely in love with Lizzie Hale.
They played it.
Woo! And I've gotten Woodsy to start watching a lot of Amanda Palmer. I just find her like really inspiring as well. So that's me.
She gets naked.
She does get. I don't get naked. Amanda Palmer.
What band she got?
She's in her own band.
Oh, okay.
It's her and a electric orchestra, but she's recently just split up with them.
Amazing.
She's got a boob out of Glastonbury, but she's naked pretty much all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's not been picked.
She might be watching.
Oh, yeah. She's a beautiful human being.
My favourite band at the minute, well, been for ages, Emma Rosa, and I like Jimi Hendrix as well, so I've got a real mass mix. I go through stages, really. I can go metal, go jazz, go really depressing, David Gray, and then people back up. No, not Coldplay so much.
You like Coldplay, so you can play piano, right?
No, that's true. And David Gray.
Sounded good yesterday.
Sounds great. Nice piano there. But yeah, that's me.
I like a bit of everything, to be honest. I can't really describe what I listen to mainly, it just changes on a daily basis.
Variety to spice of life.
It's a spiciness, yeah.
A
Little
little bit of flavour.
Yeah, a bit of flavour.
A little bit of Sally salt, pepper.
He is essentially Terry Tibbs.
See yourself.
Earlier this year you went on a headline tour around the country. How was that?
It was really good actually. Got to meet a lot of people because we social network quite a lot.
Yeah.
So it was quite nice to kind of meet people who we've been talking to on Twitter and Facebook. So it was nice to do that. But no, it was cool. It was cool.
What was the best gig?
Newcastle.
I see.
A lot of people say Newcastle actually.
Newcastle's mental.
It's always a good, isn't it? Always good one there.
The Northerners are like really, really lovely and they're really welcoming and nice, but they are mental.
They're talking.
Yeah.
Mental, funny.
How was it like? I've heard this from a lot of people who live in Peterborough and things, that there's not much gig-wise going on there. There's not much in the music scene. So how was that like getting noticed around there?
There was 2 main venues in Peterborough. There was the Park, it was Club Revolution and Net Lounge. And then the Park shut down, was it this year or last year?
That's
I
last
think
year.
it's last year.
I think it was last year, so then you've got one music venue really. And to be fair, there is some bands coming out of Peterborough, there's The Cells, there's We Are Fiction, there's Turmoil, so there's good bands, but the scene is kind of, I don't know, we appear to pull more people out of our hometown than we do in our hometown. I think
Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
Newcastle we go down pretty well, and Glasgow as well.
We're quite fortunate though that everybody in Peterborough seems like to be a musician or are in a band.
Yeah.
So everybody is kind of in the same boat, which seems weird that there's not a bigger music scene, seeing as everybody plays music and got a wide variety of music. But I guess it just encourages you to step out of your hometown and go and play in other places and just build your scene a little bit more.
It's interesting to hear though, because I think Peterborough's got a really good scene.
Do you think so?
Because I'm not from Peterborough. I think the scene you guys have is amazing compared to what we have where I'm from. Like, we really honestly, yeah, like the scene you guys have is what it was like in Milton Keynes like 10 years ago. And I come up and I'm like, this is fucking wicked. and then you're saying it's not like what it used to be, but it's like, to me that's like really incredible.
It used to be crazy.
Great, isn't it? Sundays,
Sundays.
Ruin Day and all that sort of back then. It's amazing. Black.
Oh god, yeah.
So what was it like when you first played a gig outside of Peterborough? Do you remember your first one outside of Peterborough?
When was it? We're going back like 7 years now.
What's that?
Wow.
The square.
No, because we did like the Cavendish down in London, didn't we? Well before we went to the square.
That's great.
That was quite cool.
Yeah.
That's hot.
We've been together for like, well,
You, me, and Lou have been together for 7 years, and then AC.
I'm the most married one.
Statistically, right? Civil partnership. Three-way.
Right.
I guess it's always daunting when you play out of like your hometown because you're never quite sure what to expect and things. But no, it's been fine so far. Like we've been pretty lucky to always have like a little group of people who come down and see us in like.
Yeah.
So no, it's really really good. It's actually a little bit what's the word? No, that's not the word. Humbling, maybe. Yeah, to the people who have like never met us face to face, and then come to our shows and like, oh hi, like so far away from home. It's actually really, really lovely to be welcomed somewhere so far from home. So it's good.
Yeah, I can understand that. A lot of people say that it's quite phenomenal when they go and see people they don't know, and they're seeing the lyrics back out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a mental fan tattoo yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah. Yesterday we got tweeted by a guy who. Well, we just talked to him a couple of times on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's coming to one of our shows in February and he's had a Team Gun tattoo on his arm.
I saw this on your Facebook.
Yeah. It's a little bit overwhelming. Like, it's really, really incredible.
I think the best thing about that is that that's a t-shirt design that we've not actually got printed yet.
No.
So he's,
I kind of gave him a sneaky peek of what to expect, like merch-wise, and he went and got it tattooed on him.
Wow.
Yeah. Dedication.
That's really great. It's a lifelong love.
Yeah.
But tell me about your tour in February. You're touring with Tig and Haley, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
How did you find out about them?
We knew about that a year ago, brothers.
No, it's been longer than that, I think, but they've been on scene for a while now. I don't really know how we sort of found out about them, really.
They want to buy my drum kit.
That's right, they did, didn't they? Yeah, it was a while back.
Yeah.
We're quite lucky that we have Chris, who's our manager, and we also have Dave, who like runs the label that we're on as well. So the music industry is kind of one of those places where everybody seems to know everybody else.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those connection things, and we're really, really looking. Stop flashing. We're looking forward to going on the road with the boys, especially as it's like their farewell tour and stuff. So it'll be quite cool to, and I guess quite emotional for those guys as well. But no, it'll be awesome. It'll be really good.
Yeah. So you say you formed 7 years ago. How did you come together?
Go on, Woods.
Well, me and Ezzy used to play in bands 8 years and years ago when we were 15. Yeah, 15. And then we there was some sort of musical differences. We wanted to go like separate ways with the music, so we kind of went off and started individual projects. And then I sort of met Lewis and Ev, and we started White Clouds. And then we sort of just.
I originally played piano.
We did. We had a male singer originally.
Oh.
And
I
then
played a little bit since.
And then you sang some backing vocals, and we were like, okay, you're the singer of this band. We'll have you. So it was a bit of switcheroo. And and then we wanted to get some more sort of depth to the sound, so we sort of brought Ron in on guitars, and then
Some more lads.
yeah, some more lads, and then AC
More metal.
rejoined again as well. So
Full
Yeah.
circle. Full circle.
full circle.
Oh.
We rescued AC.
Yeah.
We gave him a home.
He was a floater. No one likes a floater.
He sticks around.
We had a bit of a jolted lineup. We've had like a couple of guitarists in before, didn't we?
Yeah, guitars to the night then.
But now it feels like settled. Feels that's it. Done.
Yeah.
So it feels nice. It's good.
Such a boring, typical question, but how did you come about your name?
So,
Should
White...
we tell Lewis the story?
Yeah, because I always tell the
Come on, Lewis,
story.
you tell the story.
I think you should just make it up.
No, that's completely changed.
No, go on, make it up, make it
No,
up.
I want to see if Lewis knows the real story.
There's this husky, right? And he was white,
Right.
and he looked like a cloud, so much like a white cloud. And then he lived in London, East London, it's like guns.
Oh, no, we could have
Is that good?
We could have done something better than that.
You reckon?
He bit the postman, so we had to shoot him. So, White Clouds gunned down.
Don't kill the bunny!
I switch off when this question goes, because we've been asked it quite a lot and I still don't really know. So I think it's something to do,
Go on,
a long time ago,
go on.
with a poet or a play.
Keep
Oh,
going.
hang on. Oh, musical! There's a musical.
Yeah. Called?
White Clouds and Gunfire? So I don't know.
Amazing.
I actually don't know. There you go.
Okay, so, are you listening? Do you want to take notes?
Go on then.
Okay. The band name that you've been in for 7 years comes from a line in the musical South Pacific, and they basically one of the lead female roles says, "Oh, look at the clouds! Look how pretty they look on the horizon," and it's actually the gunfire smoke coming from the front line. So that's where it comes from.
Ah,
Basically what I said.
No huskies were harmed in the making of our band name.
so you're a fan of musicals?
I love musicals.
The hills are alive. The sound.
I like the sound part really. That's as far as I go into musicals.
My background actually started in musicals. I love musicals. Do you like musicals?
I like musicals. I like playing the music for the musicals. I don't like acting. I'm terrible at acting. I can't dance.
If you please, you can keep
You don't know,
Get all the jump.
Yes, we like music.
Yes, you do.
That was the Predator musical.
What biggest crowd have you ever played to?
10 million.
No, no.
Did you say 10 million?
That'd be Peterborough, that was over 1,000, wouldn't it?
Christmas lights last year was above 3,000.
Nah, not 3,000.
It was.
Oh, it was, yeah, it probably was close.
3,000 is 2 Shepherd's Bush Empires.
The guy putting it onto it was 3,000, so he come back at 6 o'clock and it'll be 5,000.
Maybe when Chico was on.
And maybe when Chico was on. When was our biggest crowd?
Biggest tour crowd be Newcastle.
Yeah, O2 Academy probably, it was good.
Yeah, that was cool. The kids were queuing up at when we turned up at 4 o'clock for sound check and there were already people queuing outside. That was pretty cool. Yeah, let's go with Newcastle. We love Newcastle. We love some Geordies. And they love the boys. They can't put you down.
Smallest gig you've ever played? Embarrassingly small as allowed.
Shed downstairs. If
No,
No. Let's go for
Let's go here, Nottingham, not this venue, but last year.
No, because Evie got the stag do party up. So one.
Oh, okay, there's
so
like-
maybe the shed Leicester, because it was okay, the crowd, and then there was a fight, and everyone left.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone got kicked out, and we were like, alright, so we played the rest of that song, and maybe one more song.
To the
I
band
wasn't going for that. I was going to see the smallest place for better. I was going for in front of the toilets downstairs in the shed. Remember that this year?
Oh, yeah.
We've played some pretty horrific gigs. Let's be perfectly honest. We've had our fair share of toilet shows.
Yeah.
Literally.
I think should we be honest and say probably 85% of our shows have been toilet tours.
I would say yes, but over the last year, the tours,
Yes.
they've all been. But when you start,
when you in comparison to how many shows you actually play.
Yeah.
But this last year.
We've actually we've done our time, haven't we? I think it's fair to say we've done our time. So it's actually really cool that we get to start playing bigger venues
Yeah.
and better tours and things like that. But at least we can say we started from the ground and
We've done it the proper way.
yeah, we've dragged our way up.
we're definitely on tour last year, and this next tour's going to be tour like
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
So that's it. We've gone from playing the pubs, and now it's all the academies like the Institute Birmingham we've got now, so things are all, it's kind of like giving it payback, so come on, let's some good stuff, and then it starts to come in, and you know, it's just like progress.
Hard
really,
work's
isn't it?
paying
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Good. What was the first gig you ever played? School concerts are allowed.
School assembly for me. School assembly.
Really?
3 songs with you.
Yeah.
Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
Oasis, Wonderwall.
Was that Cooler Shake or something?
Cooler Shaker, was it Tango or 3 and 3? One of the.
I can't remember that. It's off K.
I love
Yeah.
that you remember that.
Yeah, that was the first 3 songs. In fact, I actually played that gig. I didn't even learn to play bass guitar, have I?
No.
I just they had a band in school and asked me if I just fancied playing bass, and I'd never touched an instrument before. So I turned up to the music room and they gave me this bass and taught me the 3 songs, and the next day we played a gig. I was like, yeah.
And then
Come in.
you were a bassist.
I was a bassist. That was it.
Never looked back.
That was my training for these songs.
Yeah, to be fair,
That's how easy it is.
It's so easy based, isn't it?
It's nice, isn't it?
Did as well, mine.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's Terry.
Wow.
That guy.
Another
What a
music
guy.
venue in Peterborough that doesn't
Good
exist
guy.
anymore.
There's a head of Zelda in Camden there as well.
Was there?
Isn't that fit one?
All in the room.
Yeah, maybe.
If I were a that's another musical. I'm glad you know that.
Do you know?
We're crossing over questions now.
Sorry.
What's been your most embarrassing experience on stage? Oh, you're one of those lucky bands that doesn't have one?
I said the fight was quite embarrassing, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't embarrassing. That was like, that stuff happens when alcohol is involved.
I've fallen over a few times, like on stage, but not for like years. Like old White Clouds, I fell off a monitor at the Met Lounge.
I don't know, I don't really embarrass easy.
I think we've got one due.
Yeah, we'll probably
when
do one.
you made AC Flame's pants in.
Oh yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
That was hot, that was.
It was a really, really warm venue and it was on the headline tour, so 2 tours ago. And we decided to get the crowd involved, and the louder that they cheered, the more clothing the boys would take off. So AC got involved. Well, didn't you get involved?
Yeah,
How
we all
did
did.
you get involved?
We were all involved.
I was first involved.
We were all shirtless. And
I
AC
didn't
was
get
just in his
involved.
pants.
I'm such a party
Oh, really?
pooper.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Considering the room that day was probably majority male, they were quite excited about
No,
us
I
not
know.
wearing clothes. Interesting. Manchester's a strange place.
Again, lovely people.
Yeah.
One of my favourite places to play.
What was the first album you ever bought?
Michael Jackson's Bad.
Great,
That
great
was
album.
my first
That's
album. That's
fantastic.
brilliant. Yeah.
I can't remember my first album, but I remember my first single of that.
Oh, right.
Go for it.
Wheatfield, Saturday Night.
Oh, wicked!
I'll tell you.
Hey,
Do
retro!
you know what my first single I ever bought was? You know that song, Up in the Dark, Get on the Floor, Everybody Want That Dance?
Pretty cool.
Love that song.
I literally didn't know that album, but single.
Yeah. It was like early 90s.
Ron, you must remember.
My first
Motorhead or something.
Yeah, I think it was. It was. I can't remember what the album's called. I think it was Killer's Wine, made it. Distracted me. I think it was Killer. I think it was Dance to Death EP by Iron Maiden. I still got
Let's
that.
talk about it. We'll get
Dance.
Yeah.
What's the first album?
I'm sorry that Dance of the Sound and something.
What's on stage?
No one look at you. Can you turn down?
I've dressed for Christmas today.
At the fucking crematorium.
Who's the messiest on tour?
Every Ace's song.
Brilliant.
Who is the messiest?
It's certainly not Lewis.
No. Could be wrong.
I was just about to say I think it's wrong.
Yeah, I'm messy. It's you, mate. I think you're the messiest.
We're not actually very messy though, that's difficult.
No, we're not
I
there.
think best anywhere.
The
The messiest
boys,
person in the band is definitely wrong. Because of his beer cans, his stupid low carb energy drinks.
yeah.
I could
Generally, the boys are actually really well behaved, they're pretty tidy and they don't smell.
We do.
Oh. No, you don't really.
Really? Do you
Yeah.
remember the first tour?
Okay, so the first tour they did smell pretty bad. But I think we've come a long way since the first tour, if I'm perfectly honest.
They've met a shower now.
Yeah, they've met a shower and dry shampoo they've discovered.
Me and Ron are going to have discovered not washing for the next tour.
We'll see how that goes.
Are you feeling festive?
No,
No,
How come?
no. I'm not a massive fan of Christmas.
I'm not a fan.
I'm going to be, me and Woods are like bar humbug. Lewis, you quite like Christmas though, don't you?
Were we going to stand outside? Were we going to stand outside of school with a sign that says Santa isn't real?
Santa is real. Santa is real, and so is the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Where's the rock?
Nah, not feeling very festive. I mean, I'm a Christmas baby, so growing up.
Oh, it's your birthday in how many hours?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours.
5 hours.
5 hours, it's my birthday.
I did give everyone a Christmas card today.
You did actually, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you did. So I've got one. I might open it.
Where I work though, we launch Christmas bank holiday in August, so I'm pretty tired of Christmas.
Ooh.
So just to be a little bit bar humbug, yeah.
I've got an excuse though.
Yeah, I've got an excuse, you're just moody.
I'm just miserable.
Yeah.
Me and you both working, aren't we?
Yeah, working Christmas Day.
Fuck that.
Yeah, how do you manage touring and working?
Literally, don't really.
Great.
It's got to the point where all your holiday from work gets used from tour, and then when another tour comes and all your holiday's used, you kind of go, unpaid leave.
How many sick days can I take?
Yeah, so
Lots of sick days.
it's that really, and
Wow.
obviously more progress, the closer we're going to have to come to kind of think, okay, boss better be really nice to me, bring me some days off.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to give up tour over work. Maybe
Yeah.
once, don't you?
I guess that's why a lot of bands kind of split up
Yeah.
when they're at the stage that we're at, because it does, you do have to start making a decision. Do I want to just go to my job and do the normal kind of thing and get a house and settle down and that kind of thing, or do you want to do the band stuff? And I guess a lot of people just kind of decide that they don't want the hassle of being in a band. It's a massive commitment being in a band, and I don't honestly think that people realise how much hard work, time, energy and money goes into being in a band. And I think people take it really lightheartedly, and they're like, oh, it's just in a band, it'll be a laugh and kind of things. But
It's when you're still in school, but then when you're...
yeah,
Think
I mean,
so.
we worked really, really hard, and we have worked really hard to get where we are today. I mean, just to like practice our instruments and work at writing our own music and stuff, but not like that. Things like your personal life have to take a backseat sometimes. I mean, we've all got, like, we're all pretty family orientated people, and we've all got people that we like live with or see a lot of the time, but you just kind of have to sacrifice it sometimes. And we're like really, really fortunate that we're surrounded by people who support us wholeheartedly, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
I think it's.
Thanks.
That's moving.
But it's because I feel really passionate about it.
I
I
think
honestly do think that all of our families and loved ones are like completely behind us, and we really wouldn't have got where we are.
My mum thinks we're called White Clouds and Gunfire.
Really?
Oh yeah, I've had that quite a
I've had
lot.
that as well,
Yeah.
She still thinks Woody's called Woody.
Aww. When my mum first met you, she called you Whimsy.
Oh, that's sticking. That's sticking now.
Finally, any New Year's resolutions for the band? Or for yourselves?
Any what, sorry?
New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolutions? That's a good question. I think we should make one up now.
We should make up one
I
now.
don't agree.
Maybe we should make up one up for each
I'm
other.
up for that.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, I'm up for that. Let's go for AC first. Let's make up a New Year's resolution for AC.
AC.
What about doing more interviews, not drunk?
Ooh, that's good.
This is the first one.
I've never heard him so quiet.
Yeah, usually like this would be the worst interview we've ever done.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that.
Oh.
I don't know.
I think
Yeah, I
AC's New Year's resolution should be...
Be more of a lad on tour, even more of a lad.
I don't think the world's ready. Maybe he should try skin-tight black jeans.
Yes, yes, you should.
He
You
should be more
do that.
open
You should
to
definitely do that.
tighter clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AC is skinnies. Okay, what about Luke?
I don't want to pull faces when I'm drunk.
No, you have to. You're a drummer.
Drummer's prerogative.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Lou's New Year's resolution should be covering up his nipples
In interviews.
in interviews and tours and shows.
Evie.
Evie's New Year's resolution.
I know what you're going to say, and you're not allowed to say it on camera.
Very true.
It's not a sexual reference.
It's probably a sexual reference.
No.
It's probably a sexual reference.
I want Evie to have a massive full English breakfast with us.
Oh, to eat
And
on tour.
And you get everything on it.
every-
Like the
yeah,
black
yeah.
pudding,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lot. None
I
of this
thought you were-
continental crap, we want a full.
I thought you were going to
Yeah,
say something
yeah.
about me drinking alcohol.
Oh no, no, we're past that one, I think.
Past that one.
When we signed Major, because you broke our deal.
Yes, you did.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Evie hasn't drunk for 7 years,
I haven't drunk for 7 years.
and she did
Very
say
interesting.
ages ago, she'll get drunk when we get signed. So we got signed.
No! No! So then I changed it and said, when we decide a major, I'll get drunk with the boys.
Okay, so.
Woodsy, what's yours?
No,
What should we do for Woods?
No, the proper instrument.
Brilliant. Grow some testicles. What's wrong with your voice now? Yesterday was unbelievable.
We recorded yesterday a little
Soupçon.
So,
something
something.
for January release, and
Yeah.
Woody's harmonies
Oh, I
are
was gonna
ridiculously
say.
high, like really, really high. I think Byron's New Year's resolution should be to wear
I
colour.
just said that.
Oh, did you?
It's not gonna happen.
Everybody said, but I think we should say it.
Ah,
I think we should say it.
No, we can't. 'Cause I'm
to be less
Yeah.
metal.
No,
No.
no,
Wear colour?
Yeah, I think it just gets some colour in you.
no,
Even just some underwear or something.
No.
Some colour boxes.
Just
No.
the colour would be
Try
great.
and knob
No.
colour.
What about some colour on your tattoo?
no,
I mean,
No,
no.
how about stop being prick?
black is not a colour,
Oh, but
it's
it's
a
well
state of
depressing when you
mind.
wash your clothes.
It's a
and
shade.
you're-
It's a shade.
It's a shade.
It's not a colour, it's a shade.
There you go. So, no, we don't really. The answer to that.
The only bit of colour he's got is the band to get into the area.
It was given tonight about
Look at your eyes, black.
Band me.
Any particular way you want to end an interview?
Go and buy our album.
Fire album!
Actually,
Jointy done!
come see us on tour and say actually. Come see us on tour.
Come and say hello.
Yeah, always well at
Come and have-
We're
come
not
and
one of
have
those
a-
bands that just stay behind
I
us.
don't have it.
Come and have a soft drink with me or a beer with the lads and
Or